Africities Day 2 got off to a very strong start with breakaway sessions kicking off. Community leaders raised their issues of contention, underscoring the need for community voices to be heard. As diverse as Africa is, so are the issues raised.
Basically, I was bringing the perspectives from Nigeria because when you listen to the presentations from people from Kenya, from Durban in South Africa, from Tunis, different parts of Africa, you find out that the storylines are almost the same thing. The only differences are just like the names of the countries just differ, but the stories, the impacts, and the expectations are really the same. We need new methods, new approaches, and new strategies to begin to address the issues of housing in Africa.
And we advocate for a genuine people-orientated approach to planning, where the people are at the center of everything. They're not just one factor to consider, but they drive the process. If they are not involved in negotiating the development for their area, then it's illegitimate. One of the biggest common threads is the contempt that our national and local governments have for people. They will use the jargon of pro-poor policies. They will speak the right words, but their practices belie those words. And the actual activities on the ground speak to a neoliberal agenda that looks at land purely for its commercial value as a capital asset, that poor people are just there to be pushed off, to free up the land for capitalist development between international corporations and local elites. And the poor are pushed to marginal areas on the edge of the city, away from jobs, away from community, from schools and other sources.
Among the 20 or more breakaway sessions underway, there is one in particular that focuses on public sector delivery. Here, issues were raised specifically around the accessibility of water and energy, as well as the development of public transport.
We promote the non-revenue water program. And I said during the presentation, non-revenue water is the water that is produced, sent into the network, but could not reach the tap. Why could that water not reach the tap? Because of leakage, because of fraud and because also of people that do not pay their bill of water. So if we address this issue in our utility, we could increase their performance by at least 30%.
Today, the figure of the map of public transport in Africa is dominated by informal sector. When the sustainable transport does not exist, the informal sector take the place. So we target more than 62% of the passenger modal share in terms of 2025. UATP does not have a plan to develop the public transport for the cities, but the role of UATP is to advocate to get more political will, political commitment to definitely put on place the institutional and governance framework, a strong institutional and government framework to allow the cities to develop, to design integrated public transport that can provide a sustainable public transport in Africa.
The demand is so big in Africa that you've got to start somewhere. Transport is almost seen as the operational cost of a city. So if you have a very inefficient city, your transport costs. People have to be mobile, and it's not just about public transport. It's private car, non-motorized transport, which is walking or cycling, as well as freight transport. So if your city doesn't function correctly, essentially your economy doesn't function, and there's very difficult for movement. So and to go back in terms of the citizen of a city, is that they need to get access to opportunities, to school, to economic employment. So it's very important that transport actually works with the development scenarios to make sure that there's viability and efficiency within your transport system.
The Africities exhibition brought together local government leaders, the purpose being to engage in inclusive dialogue with the aim of fostering ideas and partnerships.
Africities exhibition and summit is a Pan-African event which is held every 3 years in one of the 5 regions of Africa. This year we have the advantage to organize this exhibition in South Africa, in Johannesburg. So our objective in this exhibition is to mobilize a large number of companies, cities and local governments, organizations, NGOs, associations, which will share their experiences and make partnerships.
We come here to learn about many tools that make us bring good projects or projects that brings positive impact to the people.
Among the innovations of the 7th edition is the establishment of the Projects and Partnership Exchange platform, which aims to establish business meetings between cities and local governments which have some issues with large companies which will bring solutions.
In Ivory Coast, waste management is government business, which makes the situation difficult. The municipalities do not have the power to manage the waste, and this is making it difficult for mayors to have a proper management system in place. There are many mayors that are from South Africa. There are many models, and we are looking at that and seeing which model is suitable for us.
Et nous sommes en train de voir le modèle qui peut nous convenir, nous, chez nous.
Alone we can't do nothing. When we are together, I believe that we can reach the goal that we are talking about. Because now we're still talking about poverty. So if we want to fight against poverty, we must be united and identify the good projects to bring the positive impact to the people.
Africities Day 2, from an observer's perspective, was very productive and engaging as community leaders had an opportunity to voice their concerns to government officials using this platform. For daily coverage, tune in to Africities.tv.